I invite Mr. Now I invite Mr. K. Ramesh, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, to invite the gathering as a welcome address. Sir,
சார் இப்போ
Good afternoon.
உடனே காலையில் கொடுத்தா அதுக்கு வந்துச்சு செட்டிங்ஸ்
Good afternoon, one and all gathering this
சார்
online webinar.
இங்கே
This is the 50th webinar organized in our Science and Humanities Department, Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology. Nehru Group of Institutions is 5-decade-old college with medical college, engineering colleges, law college, B schools, arts and science college, international school, and kids school. Today, National Mathematics Day 2020. India celebrates Mathematics Day to mark Srinivasa Ramanujan's birthday across the country with several educational events in schools and colleges. It was on this day in 1887 the Indian mathematical genius Srinivasa Ramanujan was born to a Tamil Brahmin Iyengar family in Erode, Tamil Nadu. The former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh on February 26, 2012 declared December 22 as the National Mathematics Day to mark the mathematician's birth anniversary. Srinivasa Ramanujan, who is also known as the man who knew infinity, did not receive any formal education in mathematics, but he made important contributions to the field of mathematics. For this great occasion, I heartily welcome our CEO and Secretary, Dr. P. Krishna in this afternoon. Principal Maniarsan sir for this function. I glad to welcome our head of the department, faculty members and students. My sincere welcome to our resource person, Dr. P. Geeta, Associate Professor, Head, Department of Mathematics, Science and Humanities, KPR, Institute of Engineering Technology, Coimbatore. Once again, I welcome you all for this memorable occasion. Welcome you all.
thank you, sir.
A very warm good afternoon to you all. I am Dr. Shalini Pakim Kamala, Professor and Head of the Department of Science and Humanities. Hope this year is a different year which made us to think about in all other possibilities. Actually, when we people, we are all thought about teaching learning process in a part where we know formal, informal education. But nowadays, we all are meeting, we are doing formal education in an informal way. Everything through online, viewing us, everyone through online, everything. So this year, though God has made this year a different one, He has given us all possibilities to enjoy the benefits of academics. So I'm very much happy to welcome all the participants, especially the chief guest, to this program. And when we have started this academic year, we thought that how this academic year would go. And we have crossed at almost a month of this semester, and we are going to inaugurate the clubs of our departments, Department 2. From the Department of Science and Humanities, we have 3 clubs. One is Science Club, another one is Mathematics Club, another one is English Club. And about the department, our faculty coordinators will address us. And from the Mathematics Club, we are organizing this event, 50, which is the 50th webinar from the department during this pandemic. So we are very happy that we are celebrating our 50th webinar through this National Mathematics Day. And I'm very much happy that Dr. Geeta ma'am, who's Associate Professor and Head from the Department of Mathematics, Science and Humanities, herself with us on this day. Madam, we are very much honored to have you amongst us. Welcome you, ma'am. And
Thank you, ma'am.
students, of our department, then his student coordinators.
Sir, shall I go ahead with my presentation?
Ma'am, kindly hold a minute, ma'am. A
Madam,
club navigators the headed, ma'am.
Okay, right, sir.
ma'am, another 5-10 minutes, ma'am. You will start, ma'am. Perisami, sir.
Oh,
Dr. Perisami.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on the line. Very good afternoon to all. I'm Dr. Pariswamy, Science Club Coordinator. I'm welcoming today our chief guest and our student participants to the Science Club. Actually, the Science Club was started with an aim intended to invite many eminent professors and scientists who would share their experience with the students and motivate them to get scientific knowledge. And our science club consists of a group of students who want to explore the many branches of engineering, mathematics, and science. For the present first year, our science club students coordinators were Abiso from Aero and Sai Bujida from AIDS branches. And the purpose of the science club is to promote interest, understanding, and knowledge of the scientific world among the college students, particularly first year students and the local community. Our science club would like to arouse engineers' interest in learning science and hence promoting their academic achievement in science subjects. We also help engineers to learn more about science outside their classroom and teach them how to apply their knowledge of science in their daily life through our activities. And we have some objectives, that is solve a relevant science-based problems set with a scenario. And second one is work with pairs or a small groups or independently. And the third one is take part in practical hands-on science activities. And we have planned some science events to be conducted for this year, academic year. That is to conduct seminar, workshop, exhibition, and quiz competition to inculcate students' knowledge in the field of science. And furtherly, we have planned to make students to acquire more knowledge by giving lectures once in a month and to promote the students to use of IT in learning science and to encourage students to participate actively in the activities organized by Science Club in and around Tamil Nadu. This is our Science Club activities we have planned. With the help of that, I'm thanks to the head of the department for giving this opportunity. Thank you, madam.
Hi, good afternoon all. I am Gayatri Prabha, Assistant Professor, Department of Science and Humanities, Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology. So I am as a mathematical club coordinator. So good afternoon all. Welcome you all to the celebration of National Mathematics Day. You all know that today, 22nd December, which is the birth anniversary of Srinivasa Ramanujan, an Indian mathematician from Tamil Nadu, born to change the future of mathematics. Here in NIET, we have Mathematics Club to cultivate interest and involvement in mathematics among the student community. Usually, we celebrated Pi Day on March 14 every year with lots of competition in mathematics. So here, I am proud to introduce the Student Mathematics Club coordinators, Gayatri L of Aero A, Mellapalli Madhu of AIDS. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shushmi ma'am, you can ma'am.
Yeah. Distinguished Chief Guest, respected head of the department, beloved colleagues, and my dear student friends. Good afternoon, everybody. On this auspicious occasion, I stand before you with extreme pleasure on behalf of English Literary Club of our college. First of all, let me express my deep gratitude to the head of the department and all of you. It has been a prestigious club in our since its inception, and it has been functioning vigorously during the past few years, focusing on the improvement of reading, writing, speaking, and listening skills of our students in our campus. Our vision is to make the campus as a full-fledged English institution where each student speaks and communicates only through English. We know that it is a Herculean task, still we aspire and labor for it. There is a Chinese proverb, it goes like this: if you are planning for a year, sow corns. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. If you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. Language is the medium through which educational process fulfills its aims. So it is highly essential that students should be able to handle language at its best level. Practice makes a man perfect. We do believe in the proverb and constantly endeavor to achieve our aim. So we are going to conduct many varied activities and competitions to improve the language skills of our students. I'm extremely happy to announce that Sneha of Computer Science Engineering first year, and also Aero B as my English club coordinators. So I shall try my level best to fulfill the visions and missions of our department. Once again, thank you, one and all.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, now I welcome our chief guest of Dr. P. Geeta, head, associate professor and head, Department of Mathematics, Science and Humanities, KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, to deliver the chief guest address today.
Madam, mute பண்ணி okay.
Sir, I'm here only. I've joined already.
Nitya ma'am?
Yeah,
Nitya ma'am?
very good
Give.
afternoon. Very good afternoon, one and
Okay, start.
all. I'm happy to introduce our chief guest of the day, Dr. P. Geeta, Associate Professor and Head in the Department of Mathematics at Banariamman Institute of Technology, Satyamangalam, Tamil Nadu. She has completed her Master degree of Science with Proficiency rank and Master of Philosophy in Mathematics from Avinashalingam Deemed University, Coimbatore. She has completed her doctorate in the year 2013 under Anna University, Chennai. She has more than 2 decades of teaching experience, and she authored and co-authored 14 books on various titles like Discrete Mathematics, Mathematics for Engineers Value 1, 2, 3, and Numerical Method. She has published technical papers in various national and international journals, and also she presented papers in the various national and international conferences in India and abroad. She has been awarded as Distinguished Leader in the Discipline of Science by Center for Leadership Development. She is a member in the document preparation for National Golden IMC Award. And hearty welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind introduction. Ma'am, shall I go ahead with my presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Please present, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Is my screen shared to everyone, ma'am?
Ma'am, we are checking, ma'am. Wait. Just now it is coming.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all gathered here for the inauguration of Science Club at Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology. I am very much honored to thank Dr. Gunashekaran sir for having been inviting me as a guest and resource person for the inauguration of Science Club at your institute. I am also thankful to my management, KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, principal, as well as the chief executive of our institute for having been given a permission to take up this event. So, and also I'm very happy that this inauguration of Science Club with my talk as the 50th webinar of Mathematics Department. Hats off to the department. And today is the 133rd birth anniversary of Srinivasa Ramanujan, the great mathematician. I request everyone to mute your microphone, please. I request everyone to mute your microphone so that we will not have any disturbances in between. An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes,
your presentation is not visible, ma'am. It's actually, you are presenting something, but it is not fully shown.
No, I am not yet presented. I've just shared my screen. So later I'll be doing my presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God, a saying by Srinivasa Ramanujan. So a great legendary mathematician, and we should all be very proud that we all belong to the same family, and that too he is from India and Tamil Nadu. And more concern is that when compared to the abroad universities and the professors over there, the attraction and passion towards mathematics and towards the legendary Srinivasa Ramanujan, the mathematician, we are less have an involvement into such kind of an activity. So students, my humble request is that everyone over here, you just take a oath like I should do something great to the universe. So it is not that only our school education or college education brings to a high level. It is all that we should have a interest, we should have motivation, we should be a hard worker in order to overcome and achieve anything. So if one have that into your mind, definitely one day or the other, you will be at the top level wherever you go and whatever you do. Definitely you all will shine. So with this, I would just like to highlight a few of the things on this National Mathematics Day, since because I belong to this mathematics family. Right? So an overview, I would just give you a biography of Srinivasa Ramanujan, Euler's constant, partitions, Ramanujan tau function, Hardy-Littlewood-Nagle equation, how that number pi and how it has been arrived, and the lost notebook of Srinivasa Ramanujan. So first, let me give you a brief introduction. Like we all know that the great mathematician was born on 22nd December 1887 at Erode and died in the year 1920 at the age of 32. And his residence was at Kumbakonam, and the alma mater is that he studied in Government Arts College, Pachepas College, and his academic advisors were G.H. Hardy and J.E. Littlewood. So we should be very much proud that being a man from Kumbakonam, that is near to Tanjavur, and he lived in a small village town, and he has got a very good contact with the professors over abroad, G.H. Hardy and J.E. Littlewood. And he is known for his Ramanujan constant, Rogers Ramanujan identities, mock theta functions, Ramanujan sums, Ramanujan conjuncture, Ramanujan prime. So he has a lot more than this also. And the recognition, how we celebrate this day to be as a National Mathematics Day is that the Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, has declared the year 2012 as National Mathematical Year, and the date December 22, being the birthday of Srinivasa Ramanujan, has been declared as the National Mathematics Day, which is to be celebrated every year. And we have P.K. Srinivasan was the first biographer of Srinivasa Ramanujan, the Hindu number 1, 2019, who had a passion for numbers. And you can just look into this website for more interesting things. And this is the Gopuram Sarangapani's street we have, and also Ramanujan's house we have this, and his town high school is this. And coming out from a very small family, like you just see his house, no? So from this family, he has made himself proven, and he has taken a very good stand, commanding thing over all the professors at various levels. And he has also got a good contacts with the mathematicians who are very famous, like Hardy and Littlewood. So many such kind have come together to work along with them and to appreciate him for his hardship. And Mark Tudor history of mathematics, like Euler's constant, he had gone with the summation of 1 upon n, and which it expanded and calculated to 15 decimals. That in those days we didn't even have a calculator. Everything, it was handmade one. He has to calculate by himself using his brain, hand and paper. So with that, many wonders have been done. But these days, everything we have in our hands, but we are not utilizing it to the maximum core. So I humbly request all the students of Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology to take up such kind of a work with the technology we have now, and to become a top number 1 in the world-class institutions. And he also began with the Bernoulli's number, and he also had made his own independent discovery. And the Euler's constant, what I've said here is that summation 1 upon n, you just give the value of n is 1 to n. So from this, he had derived the Bernoulli's number, and that he has harmonic numbers. He has h1, you take first term alone, h2, 2 terms, So you get 3 by 2, H3, 3 terms, you get 11 by 6. So general harmonic numbers, we have this, and the sequence, we have this. So if you just look into it, all these are a recurrence relation which gets often repeated for quite a number of times. So Riemann zeta function, so Euler made it as S where it belongs to a real number, but Riemann made it as S belongs to a complex, that is connecting the summation with the product is an extraordinary work done by them. So we also should have to think over like one kind of a thing we should be able to prove ourselves. And the online encyclopedia of the numerical value of Euler's constant, one can go through this website. You have many things to explore from this, and the gamma value has given to be as this, which is computed for this kind of decimal digits of gamma in the year 2010. And as I've said that this Euler's Masonry constant, it is 0.577215649, and they also had summed up with various functions, and they have taken as limit n tends to infinity, and for more information, you can just look into this encyclopedia. And I also have mentioned about the Bernoulli's number. The Bernoulli's number is, this is an expression wherein k ranges from 0 to n minus 1. And if you just give the, and it should be greater than 1 for all positive values. So when we have it to be as k as 0, we have b naught as 1. When it is, if k is equal to 0, 1, 1, we have this b naught plus 2b1, and which b naught value is 1, with that we get b1 to be as minus half. Likewise, when my k is equal to 0, 1, 2, we have this term, and already we would have got your b naught and b1. You can just substitute here, and that will be the value of b2. Likewise, we have various Bernoulli's numbers. This is how Bernoulli number has been calculated for over a period of years ago. And this great legendary mathematician, Srinivasa Ramanujam, in 1905, he fails his final examination. Then 1906, enters into Pachiyappa's College, Madras. Then again 1907, fails in final examination. 1908, continued fractions and divergence series, he was concentrated into it. 1909, underwent an operation. 1909, married to S. Janaki Ammal. Like from this, what I could say for the students is that even though one has failed in the examination, you just don't stop with that. It is not just a stopping point. There you will have to start. So what he has done in his life is that even though he has failed in his final examination, he didn't give up his mind. Again, he has continued with this research work. He has continued with the fractions, divergence series, a number pi, so many things he have done it, and he was fighting for a day to come, and one day it came for him, and he was a success man. But unfortunately, he lived only for 32 years. But out of that 32 years, he has given a great attempt for mathematics. And he was married to this Janaki Ammal. And again, 1910, he meets with Ramasamy Iyer, and first paper it was published. And then first thing what he has done is that he had solved a problem with the nested roots, which was published in Journal of Indian Mathematical Society in the year 1912. See how this man, he didn't even have his a degree, UG degree properly, but with his normal regular school course, he has made to give an answer for this nested roots, like whatever may be the nested roots given to him, definitely those two things he solved, and he has published that in Indian Mathematical Society. So in those days itself, he had been publishing without even having a UG degree. He had been publishing papers. So the answers for that from Ramanujam was this. Right? And he also has given a proofs as n into n plus 2. For that, he had made it as that is equal to n into square root of, again, nested functions. How this nested functions has developed, and from these functions, how it came it as nested numbers. This was a wonderful thing for everybody to learn, and not only for one term he has done it, for one more also he has done it for n into n plus 3. So lots and lots. Only if we have an interest and if we have a passion towards a subject, definitely we'll be able to do it. And letters of S. Srinivasa Ramanujan to M.J.M. Hill in 1912. So he wrote these things in his letter to Hill, and also he has given a proof of such kind of a series. Like this is the thing, without having a proper education, he was failed in his final examination. He didn't bother about that. He was getting in touch with his own work, and he has a passion towards learning. And the answer of this Hill in the year 1912 he gave. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are making use of this expression, that is sum of all natural n numbers, square of cube. So but then how it came, this is how it came to time. And also he has given the divergence series. Next is letter of Ramanujan to Hardy. So in the year 1913, January 16th, what Ramanujan has written to Hardy is that I have had no university education, but I have undergone the ordinary school course. After leaving school, I have been employing the spare time at my disposal to work at mathematics. I have not trodden through the conventional regular course, which is followed in the university course, but I am striking out a new path for my life. I have made a special investigation of different series in general, and results I get are termed by local mathematicians as startling. So this was the thing which Ramanujan wrote a letter to Hardy in the year 1913. And for that, he's Hardy in 1877 to 1947 and Littlewood. So Srinivasa Ramanujan had a contact with these professors, Hardy and Littlewood, and letter from Ramanujan to Hardy. Again, he has given those three, these two, totally 5 years given. And the answer from Hardy was a reply for those letters. He said that I was exceedingly interested by your letter and by theorems which you state. You will, however, understand that before I can judge properly of the value of what you have done, it is essential that I should see proofs of some of your assessment. But he said, Hardy said that your proofs might fall only into 3 classes roughly. And he has classified those 3 classes as there are numbers of results that are already known, are easily deducible from known theorems. And the second classification, what he has done is that there are results which so far as I know are new and interesting, but interesting rather their curiosity and apparent difficulty than their importance. There are results which appear to be new and important. And 1913 to 1920, February 27, a new letter from Ramanujan to Hardy, it has been sent. And next visit to India. Again, in 1914, travel to Cambridge. 1918, he was being a fellow of Royal Society. Again, in November, he was fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. And 1919, February 27 to March 13, traveled back to India. See, without having any proper education, only with the school regular course, he was able to achieve so much of things in his life. And at this point of time, I request the students at Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology, at least one student from each year could do lots of wonders by following his footsteps. So an interesting street number we have. So the puzzle itself was about a street in a town of Belgium where houses are numbered consecutively. One of the house numbers had a peculiar property that the total of the numbers lower than it was exactly equal to the total number above. So that is greater than 50 and it should be less than 500. So what they taught is that the answer to that question, it could be house number 204 in a street with 288 houses, sequence of balancing numbers. From each house there have been a number. If you just go into this website, you can just get many more things. And for what he has given this is that he has formed a linear recursion equation sequence out of this street numbers and house numbers with the initial condition. So that was a beautiful, fantastic thing which he has given. And next is Ramanujan taxi cab number. So 1729, that was the car he was traveled, and that cab number was this. And immediately what he thought is that how I can express this into various forms. So that is how he has expressed this 1729 into the term as 1 cube plus 12 cube is 1729, or 9 cube plus 10 cube is that. And again, this Narendra Jadhav, that is member of Rajya Sabha, the upper house of Indian Parliament, he also noted down this, and he said that it can also be stated as 7 square plus 1 square, that is equal to 5 square plus 55 square. Like so many ways they have been deriving it. And next we have a Diophantine equation. So like this is a Diophantine equation. You can take any three numbers, you can just cube it, sum it up, and that should be equal to the number. So here have an equation that's 3, 4, 5, 6. You just see here x, y, z, it takes a value as 3, 4, 5. You just cube it, sum it up, you get it to be as 216, which is nothing else but 6 cube. And that is how this Diophantine equation. See, all these without having any formal graduate degree or under college degree, he was able to get it. Why not we? So Ramanujan Nagal equation, likewise, x square plus 7 is equal to 2 power n. You can just give the value of x as 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 181, and he was able to get it. So these were all the numbers. He was very much fascinated into it. And likewise, he also had for D positive, D negative, so many things we had. See, Lucas, what he said is that he discussed for D less than 0. And already previously, this man, Nagel, he discussed for D greater than 0. And partitions, like how to partition each and every value, that also it was clearly given here, right? And next, this Professor Ken Ono, who is the professor at Emory University, USA right now, and he is Professor Manjul Bhargava, who was the field medalist in the year 2014. And these two had very much associated with Ramanujan, like The Man Who Knew Infinity Matters Today. That movie, it was produced, it was done with the help of Professor Ken Ono. He is Professor Ken Ono, and he was the associate producer of that movie. And he made that movie a real thing which Ramanujan had in his life and his work. That was a fantastic thing done by them. So next is Ramanujan tau function. As since because you are all in the first year, you will not be very much familiar into this, but you can just go through it. So all these are very, very important. And of course, we know the value of pi to be this. How did he arrive this? In those states itself, how did Ramanujan arrive it? So this was the calculation for getting the value of pi, and that is clearly given over here. And another formula to get pi is this. So even in those days, we do not have the calculator or computer. Even without having that, he has done a lot of wonders. And last work, what Ramanujan has done is Mach theta function. So that it was the thing which made it a fantastic one in a real analytic modular forms. And Brett Bruce has done with the application of combinatorics and published in the Proceedings of Conference, University of Illinois, by American Mathematical Society. And Sastra Ramanujan Prize also, every year it was being, and it has given that the age limit for the prize has to be set as 32. Why they have set it to be as 32 is that at the age of 32 only Ramanujan has died. So therefore they have set that to be, and the current award is $10,000 they are giving it. And many professors from the foreign universities, that is abroad universities, they are getting it. So next we have this ICTP Ramanujan Prize. There also, this is done along with that, and every year if you just see it, only 3 Indians have got it in 2018, 2015 and in 2006, but many were from other countries. And Ramanujan's prime numbers, we have this. Ramanujan sums, Ramanujan theta function, Roger's Ramanujan identities, And also, before I could conclude with this, Ramanujan, if you just remember him, without having any final examinations or any college life, he had developed himself. If you want to go to abroad and if you want to converse with any people over there, definitely you must have a conversation, like communication, good communication. He himself had made him to speak in a very good English so that the other persons can understand and converse with him. And also he proved himself that even without it is not mandatory that one to have a degree and all. Without even having that degree, he can compete on par with any other professors or any other great legendary in the world. And he has proved this India to be a great, and that too he is from Erode, Tamil Nadu. We all should be very great on this 133rd birth anniversary of Srinivasa Ramanujan. And I deem it a very great pleasure to be along with you on this special occasion. And I thank Dr. Gunashekaran sir for inviting me as a resource person on this auspicious day. Thank you, sir. And I also thank the management of Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology for having been called for me on this auspicious day on the 50th webinar series. Thank you one and all. Sir, over to you now.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So, participants and dear friends and colleagues and my dear faculty fellows, today it's my immense pleasure to give an vote of thanks. And before presenting the vote of thanks, as a budding engineers, they will participate in events conducted by our department coordinators. So now I will announce the participant winners of the events in the order wise.
Sir, can I leave, sir? Can I leave?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, madam has some important meeting in her college, so she's leaving immediately. For her sake only, we have started the program earlier. Hope the session was very much useful. And now this upcoming session is very much eagerly expected by us because it announces the results of yesterday's events. Mr. Prakash, Jyoti Prakash sir.
Ma'am, I'm here, ma'am.
Please announce the results.
Sure, ma'am. Today, I announce the competition mathematical games. The first prize winner, Ms. S. Subaranchita of B Aeronautical Engineering B section. On behalf of Department of Science and Humanities, we congratulate her. Then second prize winner, Ms. R. Sai Pujita, BTech Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. I congratulate her. And the third prize winner, Mr. Mukha Varun from the same branch, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. I congratulate all the participants to eagerly conduct in the mathematical games. We expect all other students their volunteer participation in future. Next, for oratorical competition, Ms. Sai Pujita, who got a first prize. It is a second prize in this competition event for Ms. Pujita. The second prize winner, Ms. L. Gayatri from the Department of Aeronautical Engineering A section. We congratulate her. The third prize winner of the oratorical competition, Ms. Nikita Yadav from the same core branch Aeronautical Engineering section B. Now, the quiz competition winner from the branch of Aeronautical Engineering, Mr. S. Vigneshwaran. We congratulate him. And the co-partner, the second prize winner from the same branch, Aeronautical Engineering, Section B, Mr. B. Sri Vignesh. Congratulations, Vignesh. The third prize winner from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Mr. Wasim Khan. Next event, essay competition, Ms. Megha Shristha from Aeronautical Engineering, Section A. We congratulate Megha Shristha being the first prize. Now the second position goes to Ms. K. Divya Bharati from Aeronautical Engineering, Section A. We congratulate her. And now the third prize goes, second prize is shared by two persons, Ms. Reshita from Aeronautical Engineering, Section B. Now the third prize goes to again two persons, Ms. Paulam Reddy Dharani from Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Mr. Dharnidran from Electronics and Communication Engineering. We congratulate both of them. Next event, poetry competition on the topic adhered. The first prize winner, Ms. L. Gayatri from Aeronautical Engineering, Section A. I thought it might be the second or third prize, so immediately we congratulate her. The second prize goes to Nikita Yadav, one among the second person who scored the second time prize. The third person, Ms. K. Divya Bharati, she's also scored the second title winner in another event also. We congratulate all the participants. Next, poster making competition. Again, Ms. Gayatri from Aeronautical Engineering Section A, who scored the third time title winner for the each contributions. We congratulate Ms. L. Gayatri. The second prize goes to Ms. Bhavanya Shri from Aeronautical Engineering Section A for poster making competitions. We congratulate her. Then third prize goes to Ms. S. Devatai from BE Computer Science and Engineering. The same third prize shared by Ms. Kondeti Sai Nikita from the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science for their poster making contributions. We congratulate for all the participants. Next, the events for memes competitions. Their own creative idea are welcome only in the terms of picture and the writing. The memes competition, their contribution, Mr. S. Vigneshwaran from the Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Section B. He provide wonderful memes we will show at the end of the session. We congratulate Mr. Vigneshwaran. The second prize goes to Mr. R. Chinnarasu from the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. So on the whole heart, from the Department of Science and Humanities, we congratulate all the student participants, and in future, we expect all your contributions on the skill development as well as our professional engagement. Thank you. Ma'am. Now I give the formal vote of thanks for the webinar today. First of all, I thank our management, Mr. Trustee Krishnadas sir and Mr. C1 Secretary Krishna Kumar sir for their moral support as from the management side. Even their absentia, we thank our management. Next, the motivator and the backbone of the event to stimulate all the department and the faculty and the head principal, Dr. P. Maniarasan, we thank from the bottom of our heart. Then our not only a colleague, our head, who is the source to emerge to conduct all the events, the department head, Dr. S. Shalini Pakyam Kamala, we thank her. And the success of the event will be only by the help of the colleagues and my dear friends. And not only for that, by the participation of the students in all events conducted during the scenario with a short span of time. Voluntarily, more number of students are expected, but even then, a fine number of students are participated and provide their contributions very nice manner. We thank all the student participants. So in future also, we expect your cooperations in this type of creative ideas. In future, 2021, we have more skill development as well as professional development events, creative, everything will be conducted through the club. That's why today the science club, mathematics club, and English club are inaugurated through the mode. In future, all the events, the platform will be open for you. Uh, we are expecting more participation from your side. So thank you. Formally, I thank all of them who are contributed to the success of this event. Thank you. Thank you all. So with that, we wind up this session webinar. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.